Welcome to 1700 Mount Newton Crossroad. This property is incredible. It's based in rural Saanich. It's an ALR land, so none of this view that's in front here is ever gonna change. Now let's pan over the house. This is a palace. It's essentially built for a queen because the owner of this house was actually, she's from England and she's traveled all around the world. She's a self-made woman. She started in newspapers, then made her way made her way into storage, and then traveled all around the world with influence for the last 50 or so years. And this property was the final thing, the offer list. She wanted to put every dollar and cent in this place of all the influence that she's ever seen across the world. So inside, you'll see influence from Chinese, Arabian, Switzerland, a little bit of adage to Victoria. So we'll head on inside. And of course, England, which is where she's from. Oh, and before we head inside, take a look at those pillars. She wanted to have a little touch of that Roman in there. Great place to just hang out, do photos. Just a cool little touch that she has on this property. A lot of that Roman exterior architecture. So here we have some lions that are actually from the Bank of Birmingham. She had these imported in here, and this is just the start of things that she had imported into this house. This front foyer here, one of the most incredible foyers I've ever seen in my life. Let's start with this. This is a church partition that she bought from an auction in the 80s. So she's owned this this house was built in 2000, so she owned this well before she built the house and fashioned this exactly for this house. Over here is a piece of furniture that's actually stationed to the wall. This is from a home on Park Lane, which is one of the most prestigious properties in England. This one specifically is from a house that was bombed during the World War, and this was one of the only properties, or one of the only pieces that survived. So it was stuck in storage for 40 or so years, and she also picked this up from an auction and has owned this for a while, and this is fully concreted into the wall. It's not moving, it's definitely staying with the property. Carry through here, got one of the most magnificent entries ever. They very bold, proud. A lot of the aesthetic that you see, a lot of curvature. She's wanted to have the partition, the ironwork, the door, everything moves and flows together. The doorways all have Arabian influence. This is not something you normally see over in North America, but this is very common in Arabia. So she had to have these made in England and then brought over, but it's a push door, just like that. Here's some extra little details that she added in. All the door hinges have toppers that are custom made for exactly this house. All tall ceilings throughout. You might not be able to see it in the video, but we're looking at about 12-foot ceilings through here. Kitchen all on the main level. Lots of natural light. The sun actually comes across this way and sets right over in the hills. You'll be able to see a view from the up top. It's a view that's never changing, and it's incredible. So huge kitchen. Red, this is a lot of her Chinese influence. Like you'll see a lot of that little touch in the house, but a lot of red in here. Where should we go? Let's go through here. My first thoughts when I walked in here is, when is the Queen coming? Because this looks like it's straight out of Buckingham Palace. Just an incredible room to host dinners. You could have a table long enough for 40 people in here. And also you got the mirrored wall up top there. I don't know if you can see me if you point the camera. Hey. All right, let's make our way upstairs. Down that hallway is a woman's bathroom on the right, male bathroom on the left. Each of them has their own little theme to them. Oh, actually, you know what? We'll circle around. I know exactly where we're going. Okay. Also, all the hardwood floor in here, besides in the kitchen area, is herringbone style. Each of them are very thin cut, so this would have taken a very long time to install. We'll head down this way. Here we have the money shot. A beautiful view. And here we go with the circle. She also wanted to add that similar motif within the brickwork of the driveway, which we'll show you through some drone footage. Here we have the master's quarters. She loved to read there. Bed was set up here. Big fan of mirrors. So you see a lot of the mirror inspiration all throughout the house. Here we the ensuite. One cool little thing she had in. She saw this at a shop somewhere in Europe. Wanted to pick it up and install it here. All of this handiwork was actually painted by an artist here locally on the island. She's retired now, so now it's worth extra money since she's retired. It's all, you'll see it in the toilet here as well, the bidet. She actually styled a lot of the porcelain in the house. Jetted shower with 3 showers. This is a tinfoil backing that she did herself, actually. She's a big shower person, wanted to have that inspiration in there. And walk-in closet. Here we go. Actually, here's I believe it's on this floor, so come this way. This is an elevator. This will actually take you to the main level and then also down straight to the garage. So as soon as you drive in through the garage, you can come up right into your master quarters, change whatever you need to, and then head back into the house. Here we have the grand room. This room was styled after the 1800s. You actually have organs that are from a church from the 1850s, and then a puppet staircase from a church that's from the 1860s. These are all items that she owned prior to building this house. Could we do? Yeah, let's see how your camera work is going down this puppet staircase. The herringbone style. This is all throughout the house besides in the kitchen area. Would have taken an eternity to install. While I walk through here, we'll show you some clips of each bedroom. They all have their own taste and their own theme based on what she's seen while she's traveled all around the world. Here we have the powder room, again with the porcelain being painted, same artist that I was describing from upstairs, the one that lives here on the island. This door is actually from her original residence in England. She had this removed and imported over here to install as her back door. You actually need one of those old keys to unlock. Down below is the wine cellar. Yeah, so you can stand on this glass. Here we have the pool. Yeah, this is quite the grand room. So the story behind that piece of artwork over there is she was actually at the opera here in Victoria, and this was one of the sets that they had up on stage. And afterwards, she talked to the opera and asked if she could buy it because it would fit perfectly with this room, which I do agree. She's matched it well. It fits perfectly, literally right to the ceiling. Okay, and this opens right up to the front entrance. There we go. We're back here. Thank you for touring through 1700 Mount Newton Cross here in Victoria, BC. This house is fit for a queen or king, and this may be you.